Well, hi friends, I'm back with Tracy Hanson, and last time we were together, Tracy, we were talking about the strengths of your game when you were playing very seriously as an LPGA player, and I want to talk to you now about the things that maybe weren't so happy.
Okay.
The tough parts of your game, the weaknesses we might call them. When you were in the middle of a round in the grind of the LPGA Tour, you would probably come face to face with those weaknesses sometimes and have to really figure out what to do. Mm-hmm. So what were the things that challenged you most?
I think my two weakest parts were sometimes off the tee, especially with the driver, and then putting. I was an average putter, and I was a little streaky, and so I think it held me back from really getting my first win or more top tens, and it was just that was the frustrating part for me.
What was the problem with the driver?
I think for the driver, you start getting a little tight, and you lose a little confidence, and you start seeing the sides of the fairways rather than looking down the middle of the fairway. And so once you get tight, then you hit a couple bad shots, and then it just is like this snowball that can happen.
Frustrating.
Very frustrating.
It's hard when you don't know where it's going from the very first shot.
Yeah, it sets up, it doesn't do well for the round.
Okay, not good at all. And your putting? When that would go sour, and that's such a confidence thing, and in the middle of the round, you've got to get it back, and that seems like the antithetical approach to what you really should be doing, which is relaxing and getting into it.
Right, and I think that when you start to miss some putts, you start getting more mechanical, and that's really the last thing you want to do. You really want to get more back into the feel of what your eyes are seeing and your body's sensing as you're standing on the greens, and the more you can relax, the actually better opportunity you have to make some putts.
So after the round, now you've got a chance to work on this. It wasn't so good out there. Let's figure this out. How did you do that? Was that a concentrated time, or did you start maybe with your strengths and get your confidence back and then move over to those weaknesses? How did you tackle that come practice time?
I think we probably did it wrong more than we did it right, and we went right for the weaknesses. And I think what's important is to really establish what were those good things that you did in a round, and give yourself that confidence back. And then you can go to, okay, I didn't do this so well, so I'm going to work on this for a few minutes, whether it's your driver or, if it's putting. For me, I went out and spent, half hour to an hour putting, short putts to work on mechanics, long putts to work on feel.
No quick fix?
No quick fix in this silly game that we play.
Well, that's too bad. I'd like a way to get out of the mess I'm in most of the time as quickly as possible.
Right.
So, yeah. Well, I know that you are a person who thinks about a lot more than golf, and obviously now since you've been retired from the game for a few years, you've spent a lot of time emphasizing some other things. I want to talk to you about some of those things and how strengths and weaknesses come into play there too.
Great.
All right, let's do that next time.